Well, hello there again, everyone. I posted another Get Ready With Me before in May, I think, and I was going on a similar concert as today, and today I am going on just another edition of that. It's another charity show organized by a band where my boyfriend plays. There are gonna be a lot of guests, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. And this time it's actually closer to Valentine's Day, which is the theme of the concert. I have about 2 hours to leave the house, so I think maybe I'm gonna be able to film this. So I need to get ready, and I didn't really decide what to wear yet. I have no idea, except I only decided that I wanted to wear a coat that I got recently. It's a coat that looks like a robe with this belt, and it's made out of this deep red velvet with this red trim, and it has a beautiful golden lining inside, and it's from Boogie Child Vintage, and I think the tag is really pretty as well, so here it is. The fit is pretty tight and pretty short. I got it in a size large, and I was hoping that it's gonna be a little bit more oversized, and it's really short still. Anyway, I think it's really beautiful, and it reminds me of a coat that I used to have for my scene dolls, and I just have the perfect occasion to wear it as it's all red, so it matches the Valentine's theme. I think there was a line of costume party themed my scene dolls, and all these dolls had like furry frog coats on them, and I think it was Nolly that had a red one, as she was supposed to be kind of like a rock star, and her coat was one of my favorite clothing pieces I had for any dolls ever. I preferred my scene dolls to Bratz. I was a my scene kind of girl. I also had a lot of Barbie dolls, and my scene and Barbies were more similar in shapes, so I had a lot of clothes for them to share. So I'm gonna start with putting my BB cream as a foundation on my face. I had a really thick layer of moisturizer, as I had a face cleansing treatment this week and my skin is just peeling off, and I hope it's not gonna be too visible throughout the night, because I want to take a lot of photos and I want to look kind of decent in those. So yeah, this is the Immortal BB cream I use, and I have a freshly washed beauty blender here. I didn't really think through the timing of having my face cleaned, and I should have signed for that when I wouldn't have any event like that. I'm gonna set this up, not to rub my face with anything too much. So that's done, and now I'm gonna use again this Max Factor Golden Compact Powder. It's actually compact foundation, but I use it instead of bronzer. I'm not a big fan of contour being like really visible, so I really like to have a really soft blend. A little bit on my nose as well to match it. And now I'm gonna use a blush that I use a lot, as you can see. It's a peach colored MAC, and I use it basically everywhere. I like a lot of blush. It could be actually stronger. I really like the look of glam rock Bowie blush, so I'm not really shy about it. Another basic step for me is the brow gel. I just checked my phone and it's getting pretty late, and I'm here just talking. Also, I have my Immortal mirror with Bowie's face on it. I would call it total mirror. If you play The Sims 2 as much as I do, you probably get this. Okay, so I found these little tiny hearts, and I kind of think that I'm just gonna basically do a very similar makeup that I did last year when I was getting ready and also filming this. Only I will do it in a heart pink themed version this time. I also have these larger hearts and a lot of star-shaped confetti. that I had for quite a long time. I think probably since high school. Also, I can recycle my face decoration, like crystals and sequins like this. I feel kind of bad to throw them away, as I feel that all those tiny plasticky elements are going to the sea and everywhere, so I just feel bad for wasting those. Obviously, when I do makeup on someone else as a makeup artist, I don't do this way. I'm only reusing my stuff on myself. I just clean this up with a makeup remover to take the rest of the glue out, and they are perfectly fine to use again. They look exactly the same. I don't think it's necessary to throw this away. I really love to use this a lot, so I know it's wasteful and I don't want to be wasteful. So I have my glitter primer here. I have a small drop on my hand and I'm just gonna do some tiny dots of it on my face. Do that. Also, to pick those hearts up, I'm using a crayon that is stickier than my fingers and more precise. And I try to turn those hearts up exactly how I want to place them. They come in different shades of pink, and some of them are also silverish, kinda. I want them to sparkle. Especially closer to my nose, I try to use the silver ones as I don't want it to look like I had acne. I already have acne, so I don't want to exaggerate this look, if you know what I mean. And I'm not even a teen anymore. So on this side I think that's enough. Now I'm gonna do the same on the other side. So this year it's gonna be a Polish edition of the concert, and in case you didn't know, I'm a Polish girl. Probably you could hear that I'm not a native English speaker from my accent or something like that. I don't think I speak terribly, but I'm aware that I probably make weird sentences sometimes. I know that I may make a lot of grammar mistakes. Yeah, so this year they're gonna make a fully Polish edition of the show, of the festival, and some cool Polish rock legends are gonna perform as guests, and I kind of wonder how it's gonna go. I think I know a lot of music, but when they did foreign set lists, I actually knew more songs than I do now. But probably it's like that I know the song, but I don't really remember how the title went, so there's also that. Sometimes I don't really remember how it's called, but I know all the songs and all the lyrics. So these hearts are obviously pink, so they are more visible than the stars were. I mean, I prefer stars, but this is also quite cute. So now I'm gonna move on to the eyes. I have yet another Pat McGrath makeup palette, and I got it for Christmas. Looks like this inside. It's even more gorgeous and sparkly in person than it shows in camera. It's so pretty that every time I have it in my hands I am afraid I'm gonna break it or something like that. But I want to use it, and I'm gonna use those beige, pinkish shades as a base on my eyelids. And I'm just gonna use my finger for that because easier, I think. And I should wash my brushes also. I'm not going for anything super precise here, so I use this paler shade of rosy beige shade, and now I'm gonna darken this up with the other one. And I'm just gonna use this really pretty purpley pink shade in the inner corner of my eyes. I'm not sure if you can see this a lot, but it's really bright and purpley in this corner. I'm just gonna add a little bit more. So as you can see, I'm not really bothering with brushes here. I like my makeup a little bit messy, a little bit effortless, and still looking pretty cool. And especially with glitter, there's this thing that when it falls down, it looks even cooler. So I think I'm gonna mix those glitter shades and make some kind of like a transition pink sparkle with this rose quartz palette from Huda. And I'm gonna use a little bit of this blissful shade with those like pink and green sparkles in it. And I don't really want to cover up entirely the pink shade, so I'm gonna use this shade Joy. It is like a very rosy kind of shade, and just add it just on the top. And it's gonna mix up into this very pastel galaxy kind of look, but especially it's visible from up close. And now I'm gonna do my usual eyeliner thing. That is bold wings. Now I have glitter from my hands literally everywhere. Also my eyeliner is kind of dying, so I'm gonna take this other one and do my regular lower lashes. So now I'm gonna use mascara to make this eye makeup come together. So recently I found a lipstick that I forgot I even own, and it's MAC lipstick in color called Chili. And it's really nice shade of red, so I'm just gonna use a little bit. I don't really use too much lipstick too often, so I'm just kind of like smudging this color. I'm not a big fan of wearing lipstick. I don't think it really suits my face pretty well, but I really like this shade and it goes well with my red outfit. I just don't want it to be too bold, so that's why I'm just kind of like smudging the color a little bit. And I'm just gonna go over that with just a regular chapstick. And that, my friends, is done. So I think I'm just gonna like do something a little bit with my hair, spray it to make it bigger. And I need to decide what I'm gonna wear. So I'm gonna be right back. So as you can see, the hair is done, hair is sprayed up, so it's gonna stay in place hopefully. I am wearing this and I'm not really sure what to wear with it. I found these brown shaded tights and I'm thinking shorts would go with this. I'm just not really a big fan of this zipper being super visible, so I wish I had a longer shirt for that. Maybe I would just go for a dress or something like that, I'm not sure. Okay, so I have this really pretty dress that is made out of sequins and it's kind of like ombre shaded. I wore this to a wedding last month and I was kind of thinking that it's gonna be too much, but I actually think it's a match, and I'm not sure about this color combination though. I feel like Mark Bolan's groupie or like a life-sized Mycene doll. And I'm gonna pair this with my boots and see how that's gonna go. So I have these really gorgeous boots that look like this and I've been wearing them a lot recently. I think they are really in the style of like 60s go-go boots. They are also pretty comfortable, so they're like perfect dancing shoes. These boots are the most comfortable, prettiest boots I ever owned. And I think I got used to this color combination already. I'm just gonna do something with this strap, tie it in the back so it's not like dangling around. So this is the look. I'm gonna go now. I need to get in the car because I'm running late, obviously, as I always do. I hope you have a great night, day, or whatever time you're watching this, and thank you so much for hanging out with me, and see you in the next video very soon. Bye everyone.